It may seem like every actor wants to watch the films they were a part of, but that's not always the case. Some only watch a few, some are forced to, and many never do. Keep watching to learn about the long list of actors who don't watch their own movies. Meryl Streep. This major actress has more awards on her shelf than almost anyone. By 2018, she had broken her own record for the most Oscar nominations for any actor at 21. She's won 2 Best Actress Academy Awards, 2 Primetime Emmys, and much more. These accolades haven't changed her opinion of her work. She admitted in an interview at the People's Choice Award that she hasn't seen any of her movies more than once. She prefers to just move ahead and focus on the next one. Johnny Depp. Johnny's been in over 45 films, appeared in several shows, and helped produce several other projects. He admitted in a 2009 David Letterman interview that what happens after his work is done is none of his business. Johnny wants to stay as far away from them as possible after that and doesn't like watching himself. He made this choice years ago because he felt that not doing so could be harmful. His only regret is he doesn't get to see the talents of his friends who worked on the films with him. Reese Witherspoon. Filming or recording yourself can lead to a major hit to your self-esteem when you watch it back. Reese admits it can even send her into a spiral of self-hate. That explains why she hasn't watched any of her work. She also said in a 2010 interview with the Daily Express that she intentionally blocks out everything she's ever made. It makes her feel strange if she ever catches a clip of herself by accident. It's like a sense of déjà vu where you can't place why something seems familiar. Javier Bardem. This rising actor became famous for his role in No Country for Old Men. He became a major Latino sex symbol, but that doesn't keep him from criticizing his physical features on screen. A few particular areas he tends to criticize are his nose, voice, and eyes. He enjoys playing the characters he brings to life, but he can't watch them after the fact without becoming too critical. Julianne Moore. Theater is a medium where you can see how the audience reacts to you, but you can't see yourself. Julianne admits her background in it is part of why she hasn't seen any of her movies. She occasionally attends, but refuses to sit through any premieres. It's too difficult for her to watch the results of her work without being able to change anything she doesn't like about it. Joaquin Phoenix. This popular actor hasn't missed out on all of his films. He's seen 2 of them, Her and The Master. He's curious about how the rest turned out, but chooses not to give in to the urge. He believes that going to see them could negatively affect his career. Joaquin doesn't like watching himself on camera and notices every mistake. It's understandable why that could be dangerous. Andrew Garfield. The first hint that Andrew belonged on this list was when he admitted to The Hollywood Reporter that he's never seen Never Let Me Go. He followed that up by saying he hasn't seen most of his movies out of fears that he'll notice a mistake that will damage his confidence. It takes outside forces to convince him to go to any premieres. He was pressured by the filmmakers into watching The Social Network. He hasn't said anything about how he felt about that one, but hopefully it helped him realize how talented he is. Jared Leto. Jared won an Academy Award for Dallas Buyers Club. Despite this, he admitted to the New York Times he hasn't seen it. Part of the reason is his unique view on the filmmaking process. He feels that actors don't have much input on the final product. He'd rather start over with a new film once he's done with the one he finished. Before we tell you about more actors who don't watch their own movies, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Nicole Kidman. This acclaimed actress has only seen 2 of her films, Moulin Rouge and Australia. The first was for Baz Luhrmann's sake, but she rarely sees her work on her own. A lack of an emotional connection is sometimes the reason. She can't be proud of herself in films where she plays characters she can't connect with. Sometimes she relies on her husband Keith to tell her if she did well in a film. Harrison Ford. Some actors refuse to see any movies in the biggest franchises in the world. Harrison Ford gave life to the classic Indiana Jones, but hasn't seen any of the films. Rupert Grint. Here's another actor who hasn't watched the hits he brought to life. He admitted in a 2021 Vanity Fair interview that he stopped watching himself as Ron in the Harry Potter movies after the 3rd one. At the same time, he feels that his daughter may force him to go back to them soon. Angelina Jolie. Some actors prefer being in movies to watching them. Angelina Jolie fits in this category. She expressed a lack of connection to her role in the action movie Wanted, but notes that her ex-husband Brad Pitt enjoyed it. She also says she preferred watching his movies over her own. Jesse Eisenberg. An interview about a recently released movie sometimes forces actors to admit they haven't seen it. Jesse had to do this while promoting The Double on The David Letterman Show. He added that he hasn't seen any of his other movies either. He also said he hated attending the screening of The Social Network at the Lincoln Center. The public loved it, but all he could think about the entire time was how much he didn't want to be forced to look at his face. Eric McCormack. Double Double Toil and Trouble was released during Halloween in 1993. It's one of the most successful of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's many film appearances and is still popular today. But Eric McCormack, who played the twins' father, has said he loves talking about that early role because it makes him feel young, but he's never seen it. He believes that it may have come from fears over how he performed in that early stage of his career. He also said that the feeling may have subsided enough in the 30 years since its release for him to stream it. Constance Wu. One experience watching yourself on camera can make you swear to never do it again. She said on a 2020 appearance on Live with Kelly and Ryan that after watching Crazy Rich Asians, she never saw any talk show or TV appearances. Like most other actors on this list, she feared it would make her too self-critical and focused on the past. Adam Driver. This acclaimed actor had a similar experience to Constance Wu and Julianne Moore. He had a theater background that changed his opinion of his appearances. He also had one particular appearance that made him swear off watching any of his work again. He hated seeing himself on the pilot of the HBO show Girls. He felt obligated to attend the screening of The Force Awakens. He also went to the premiere of BlacKkKlansman, but hid in the green room the entire time, then returned to take a bow. Tom Hanks. Sometimes even the most acclaimed actors in the world feel that watching their movies can be a horrible mistake. For Tom Hanks, this even includes ones that earned him nominations for Best Actor, like Forrest Gump, Philadelphia, and Castaway. He's proud of his work but has no desire to go back to it. He doesn't feel it would be as educational as many may think it would be. He says that it only teaches actors a bit about what not to do, but doesn't help them improve because they can't change what they've already done. Saoirse Ronan. This beautiful actress told Vogue in 2018 that looking at herself on screen gives her massive anxiety. To her, it feels like looking at old photographs all day and makes it too difficult to not become consumed with your image. That's why she chooses not to see her films as a way to protect herself. Sarah Paulson. Many actresses have one breakout role that gets them piles of acclaim. For Sarah Paulson, this was Marcia Clark on The People vs. O.J. Simpson American Crime Story. Sarah told Vanity Fair that along with winning her first Golden Globe, it was the first time she'd received so much praise for a performance. It affected her confidence strangely by making her nervous. That was in part because she had a deep emotional connection to the character. It all made it too difficult for her to watch her performance. Al Pacino. Al Pacino, one of the biggest names in Hollywood, doesn't feel the need to go back to his previous roles. Al remembers the characters he's played as well as almost anyone who's watched them, but doesn't want to dwell on them. He feels glad if they're great, but forgets them and moves on if they're not. Now it's time to hear from you. Which one of these celebs was most surprising to hear about? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to FactsVerse if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.